Hey kids, Miss Miller here with your second lesson on force of motion. What is motion? We talked about motion a little bit last couple days with our video on Newton's law of motion and his 3 laws, and I kind of explained it then. But this goes a little bit into detail about what you're going to be doing with your flinging chickens coming up later on today if we can get through these ed puzzles, which I really hope we do because I really want to fling those chickens. So we talked about how motion is when an object is changing position. When Miss Miller was ducking back and forth, moving left and right, when I was moving my arms up and down, you all told me that I was changing position and therefore I was in motion. If you've ever seen a dog run around a yard, you know that they don't run in a straight line back and forth, and that's because objects move in several different ways to make motion. They change their position and get different motions, like zigzagging, straight, in a circle, back and forth. It happens all the time. Dogs are a perfect example of this. Now, there are 4 specific motion changes that I want to focus on today. Motion can change. It doesn't have to just be zigzag in a circle back and forth, and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to use soccer as our example because I know a lot of you like it. So, in this picture on your page, the soccer player is about to throw the ball to begin the game. Currently, that ball has no motion. It is sitting in his hands. It is not changing position. There is no speed on it. It is literally still. As soon as that soccer player throws that ball, the ball is put into motion. So the force of his arms throwing that ball is a push or a start to the motion. Now, in soccer, you don't play soccer using your hands. You play using your feet. And the goal is to get the ball to move down the field in order to score a goal. So, in order to get the ball to move down the field, you have to kick the ball. And in this picture, this girl is going to kick the ball. Now, we kick the ball for 2 reasons. We kick the ball to speed it up and keep it moving, or we kick the ball to change direction to try to get away from an opponent. We'll kick it left, we'll kick it right, we'll kick it behind us so that another player on our team gets the ball, and therefore we keep it away from the opponent. Now, when this girl kicks this ball, she is adding force to that ball to get it to move. She is speeding up that ball so that it moves away from its opponent. By applying that force to the ball and that kick, she speeds up the ball. Or if she kicks it to the left or the right or behind her, she is changing its direction. The third is when we don't make a good soccer kick. Sometimes we don't connect with the player we were aiming for. They don't know the ball's coming, and the ball rolls and rolls out of bounds without us applying any extra force. We're not going to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds because we want to score a goal, not have to restart. So as that ball rolls and rolls and rolls away from the player, it is going to slow down. There's no force being applied to it to make it speed back up. And therefore, without force, your speed's going to decrease. It's kind of like when you take your foot off the gas pedal while driving a car, and your car starts to slow down because you're not giving it any gas to make it move forward. So when a ball has no force, it is going to slow down. The fourth is when you do try to make a goal, but you don't quite make it, and the goalie catches the ball. Now, that ball has motion. It's speeding up into the goal. It's flying through the air. It's constantly changing. But as soon as that player catches that ball, it loses its speed. It loses its direction change. The motion of the ball is stopped. That ball is not going anywhere except for in that goalie's hands if she has a good grip on it. So we started with a push. We sped up. We slowed down, and now the ball is stopped. So let's review. When you initially put force on a ball, a blank starts the ball rolling. That blank is a push. When you initially put that force on that ball, you are pushing it to start it rolling. When you apply that push, you are also making it speed up. You are making the ball go faster. It's going to go in the direction you push it, and it's going to have speed. Then the ball rolled on the floor. If it was on a table, rolled on the floor, and it began to do something. That ball is going to begin to slow down because after that initial push, you're not applying any more force to it, and it's going to slow down. After rolling a short distance, the ball is going to come to something. Something is going to happen to the ball. So remember, it's slowing down, and eventually it's going to run out of force, and it's going to come to a stop. So we have a push, then we have speed up, slow down, and stop.